All right, Nathan, I'm back because you gave me the information I needed. Here are the two ways to own $75 cash back with 3.5% interest or no interest for 2 years. All right. Now, again, this is if there's no interest for 2 years, this is our principal amount right here. Okay. It's $1,200 total. We have 2 years to purchase this. We're doing a loan. So you have two different scenarios, which means you are going to have to show work for number one and for number two. I'm not going to do this for you. What I will do is show you an example. All right. I wanted to buy a bag, a handbag, or a purse, or whatever for $250. Okay. This is your example. And let me go ahead and change the color on this. Oh, I just got rid of my whole thing. Let me upload that again because I need that picture. All right, here's my picture of the problem again. Um, what I want to be able to do is I'm going to change the principal amount. Your principal amount, remember your formula. It is P equals I'm sorry. I'm gonna scratch it out because I don't want it to erase again. The If you want to find the interest of a thing, it is the principal amount times the rate times the time. Okay. Now you're just gonna plug in what you have when it comes to finding the simple interest rate. And that's what we need to do here. Your principal amount is going to be $1,200. The time is 2 years, and they gave you the rate. It's 3.5. So you need to convert 3.5 to a decimal. I mean, yeah, it's a percentage right now, but you move your decimal two spaces to the left, and you'll have an actual decimal. It will no longer be a percent. Okay. And then you're going to multiply your principal amount times the rate of 0.035. That's your new rate. Your new rate is 0.0. And it's not really new. You're just converting it from a percent to a decimal. All right. You're going to need to find out what would that amount be. And you get $75 cash back. So you get to add a total of $75 once you multiply the P, the principal, times the R, the rate, times the 2 years. Whatever that product is, you're going to add $75 to it. Okay. And then you're going to compare that to if you had no interest at all. How do I find how much my loan is going to cost me if there's no interest? How do I do that? I just simply multiply my principal amount, which is um, $1,200, or I shouldn't say multiply it. I am trying to find what I know they didn't give us a rate for this one, so I'd have to find the rate. I need to look at the problem again. Give me just a second because I don't have the problem here. So the loan is you could borrow two. That's the wrong thing. The saxophone costs $1,200. A store offers two loan options. Which option saves more money if you pay the loan in 2 years? So if you pay the loan in 2 years and you don't have a percentage, that right there, you're just going to take that 1,200 and divide it by two. That's it, and see how much money um it's going to cost. This is for option number two. You take that 1,200, divide it by two because they did not give you a rate, and you're just going to pay that 1,200 over 2 years. So those will be your two prices. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of an example here. I'll give you just a little bit of an example. If I have a handbag that costs me, and I got to change the color again, $500. I want $250. I want to buy a handbag for $250, right? I want to be able to, I already know they're going to charge me this 0.035 amount for over 2 years. I need to see how much that interest is going to be. And then add the $75 cash back. So let me walk through the problem for you. So I got $250. That's my P. My rate is 0.035 and my time is 2. So I'm going to multiply all these, right? Let's get that done. 250. Let me go ahead and clear this. 250 times 0.035 times 2. What do I get? 17.5. So my interest is going to be $17.50. Okay. So the total amount I'm going to pay for this handbag, remember, I'm doing my problem. You're going to do your own problem, but I'm doing my problem for right now. The total amount I'm going to pay is $250 plus that $17.50. That'll be a total of $267.50. But remember, I get cash back, right? So at the end of the day, I need to know how much money I could potentially save. So I'm getting $75 cash back. So I could do a couple of things. Since I want to see which is the better deal, I'm going to subtract 75 instead of adding it back because I would have already paid for it. And so it's almost like a $75 discount once the cash gets back to me. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but I know I'm getting it. So I'm going to include it. So 50 minus 0 is 50. 7 minus 5 is 2. 26 minus 7, or regrouping, 16. Let me put that here. That would be 9, right? So that's $192.50. My purse, when I do it this way, is $192.50. This is with the way number 1 for me. That's how much it actually cost me. Now I'm going to do the second way, which is no interest for 2 years. It's still going to take me 2 years to pay, but I don't have to pay any interest, and I don't get the $75 cash back. Got it? So then let me do my 250 divided by 2 years. 2 goes into 5 times 2 times 2 is 4. So that's $125 a year, right? $250. This is $125 the first year. I don't need to even divide that. But yours is probably will make more sense to do the division because you can see the breakdown better. And maybe not. Here's what I end up paying total: $250. Right? Because there was no added interest and there was no discount for me. All I got was you pay it in 2 years. So which one is the better deal for me? At the price I'm paying, if I'm only buying a $250 purse, it's cheaper for me to take this 3.5% interest rate and get the $75 cash back. Let's talk about why. 30 or the 3.5% interest rate is only $17.50. So I really get to bank the rest of that money. Like if I subtracted $17.50 from 75, all of that right here would be mine. So I'm actually making money, or in a sense making money, but I'm definitely spending less money than if I just pay for it outright without any interest. I hope that helps and clears it up. You are going to do the same thing. You should show your work too. Okay. you are going to plug in as your principal $1,200, as your rate 0.035, and as your time 2 years. You're going to multiply them as I did, and you are going to get a product. Once you get that product, you're going to add that product to your original cost, which was $1,200. That will tell you the total amount you'll be paying for your loan of the saxophone payment, the saxophone payment loan. And then you can subtract $75 from that, because they're going to give you $75 of what you've already paid anyway. Okay. That will be your answer for the first part. Boom. And then you'll just go in and say, okay, if I had $1,200 and there was no interest, I just need to pay it over 12 years. Is the amount that you get from problem number one greater than or less than $1,200 at the end of the day? Period. Is it? If it's less than, then you want option one. If it's greater than, you want option two. That's it. Take your time, rewind the video as you need to. Ciao for now.